What's going on, Y2, man? Listen, it's been a minute since I came on here and did a live to give y'all some online motivation, man. Now, as you guys are aware, January is almost over with. First month in 2026, man. Personally, I hope this joint is loud. I'm trying to turn this joint down. Personally, I hope it's been a productive year for all of you guys. Oh, no, this is so loud. Personally, I hope it's been a productive year for all of you guys, man. You know, for me, January was more so planning. You know what I'm saying? And when I say when I say planning, before hitting 2026, I had a lot of things I wanted to take care of, man. So I had to kind of orchestrate a plan that was gonna allow me to make that happen. 1 second here, let me help these individuals out. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I can scan it. Your phone just kind of went out. It's all right. All right. All right. Have a good night. Yo. But for me, it's been more planning, man. When I say planning, bro, just get my life in order in the sense of what all I want to accomplish in the year 2026, bro. And that's very important. A lot of people start out the year with big plans and big uh, aspirations, but bro, they don't really execute the plans to make things happen. Or everybody's kind of just super motivated the first month of January, and it's like towards the end of January, people start to slip into their old habits or whatsoever, and it's like, don't let that happen to you. Hopefully you accomplished a lot in January. For me, I would say I accomplished a majority of what I would have wanted to accomplish. Assisting my pops with a nice financial situation, taking part in that, establishing a good balance at work, as far as credibility of being a good worker. And now I'm kind of going into the next phase of trying to stack some money, bro. For me, stacking money has always been one of the most difficult things to do because I spend a lot of money, bro, just to enjoy myself and live life. So now that I'm entering into the stacking phase, I wanna remain focused. I wanna be able to really put away a lot of money to where by the end of the summer this year, I'm in a better position to either relocate or use that money to establish my business. Business is gonna include selling a lot of merchandise, getting a website up for you guys to be ordering merchandise, as far as clothing, accessories. These are the things that these are important to me to have established by the end of the year, and I'm sharing this with you because just like I want to accomplish these things by the end of the year, you got a lot of things that you want to accomplish, but you have to execute your plan. You have to execute your plan, bro. Like, since I've been working this job, I'm here every day, fool. You know what I mean? Ain't no calling in. Because if I'm calling in, it's like I'm cheating myself, man. And the reason I'm bringing calling in is like everybody, like I said, they start off the year with New Year plans and goals and dreams. After the first month of the new year, people just start to become them old selves, And I stay in the Midwest. Right now, they jump for like Antarctica, bruh. I'm not gonna hold you if you ain't. I don't like gloves for real, but if you ain't got gloves on right now, you outside for like 4 minutes, your hands gonna get cold as shit. So the reason I'm explaining that to you is because a lot of people have been using that as an excuse not to go to work, bro. Not to come into the shift and not to take advantage of what they say they want to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. So the car started, right?
Yeah, thankfully.
Man, lucky one. A lot of people have issues with that because it's so cold. All right. It shows that you owe 125.17.
Okay.
All right. Did you want to swipe a card?
You guys aren't charging me for today, are you?
No. Let me see here. It's charging you. Well, you had checkout at 11 p.m. So but you're checking out today. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because I called you guys last night.
So I'm gonna do a 15% discount for you.
Okay.
Just because you're checking out today.
Cool, thanks, man.
That way we can kind of knock this down a little bit. So it comes down to 106.40.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I can swipe a card whenever you're ready.
Thanks for doing that.
No problem, man. I understand. Sometimes when you do check out earlier than the checkout time, you can also contact guest service. That way they can give you some extra points on your account
Oh, okay.
for your next service here or reservation. Have a good day, all right?
Hey, thanks.
Take care. But yeah, man, back to what I'm saying. As y'all can see, I'm at work, man. You know what I mean? I'm doing it live for y'all at work, man. And it's a testament to let y'all know, like, yo, bro, you gotta go hard for whatever you said you wanted at the start of 2026. You know what I'm saying? And outside of that, what are your plans? My plan is stack up as much money right now. The goal is 10K, bro. The craziest part is like, okay, look, I could be working mad hours right now to try to get towards this 10K. Magically, something could happen for me online where I get 4K. Boom, I'm at the 10K. You know what I mean? But I gotta execute the plan in order for miracles to happen. I can't just say, yo, I want to get 10K, but then I ain't really going to work. You know, I'm calling it for work, or I ain't really posting on the live. Like, I love doing the videos for y'all, man. I don't want y'all to think I'm a lazy YouTuber. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me, yo? Shout out to my boy Khalid from Egypt. I'm not a lazy YouTuber, man, but you guys got to understand the circumstances to where I got to get a vehicle to be able to really go and try a lot of these places out and eat the food there, you know. So that's very important. Once I get that situated, you guys are gonna be seeing a lot more videos from me, man. You know, I love being on the video for you guys. You know, I love being on the video for you guys. You know, doing the reviews. But I just basically gotta go get a car. Once I get the car, you know, I'm gonna be sliding and dicing, man. You know, showing y'all like, yo, man, these guys really like that in the kitchen, or they bluffing. My boy Khalid said open camera. Khalid, go watch the videos on the page, man. That's me right there. But I'm just motivating y'all, man. Like telling everybody, look, first month of the year is over, man. We ain't even getting to half of the year yet. You gotta go hard. You can't really not go hard until probably like 3/4 of the year. You know, everybody only want to go hard for the first 3 weeks of the year. The new year, everybody, that's the time they be on. After that first 3 weeks, when that first month is coming to an end, they kind of slow down. They get back to their old habits. You can't go back to your old habits, bro. I got. Shout out to Khalid, man. Sub up to the channel if this your first time, man. I appreciate you being here, listening to me give you a spiel on how to stay motivated, how not to be lazy, how not to go back on old habits, because we all have old habits, bro. One of my old habits was going back and hitting old women I used to mess with. You know what I mean? Like romantically, and it's like New Year. I don't want none of that because it's a lot more new women I gotta meet and have experiences and moments with. You know what I mean? And these are things that I don't know if you have issues with that or whatever you have issues with. You know, you can't go back on it. Um, as I'm talking to y'all today, man, I would love to just fly past these next few weeks because it's gonna be my first savings deposit, man. When I say savings deposit, it's like this is money or funds that I'm literally. He said I subscribe in the channel for the next time. I bet. Thanks, Khalid. Have a good day, man. Shout out that man, Khalid Walid 308. Habibi, you feel me, my boy? Thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate you. You know, but like I said, past these next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be getting into my savings period. It's gonna be my first official deposit towards the 10K. So personally, I'm excited for that. And you know, 10K is not millions, it's not hundred thousands of dollars. But bro, listen, you know, it's a good start. Yes, I'm American, bro. I'm African American. You know what I'm saying? It's a good start to establish something. You know, whether I throw that into real estate, whether I throw that into the business I'm telling you about, it's just it's a good start. And I've personally never really thought about saving 10K. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, I'm African, bro. I'm from West Africa, the Ivory Coast. I personally never thought about saving 10K, bro. Even though I could. And the reason this is important is because I was able to really rally up a quick 2K fast from being in a position I'm in. So I'm a numbers guy, so I kind of sat down and I literally calculated my checks, bro, from the month because I'm bi-weekly up until like the whole year to see how long it was going to take me to get to 10K. These are the things you got to sit down and do. Like for instance, some of y'all might want a computer, and the computer's like, I don't know, 1,200. You know what I mean? You got to sit down and see how much money you're making and how long you got to put away money for, or add to the money to get that computer. So I sat down, I calculated the whole 12 months. I said, okay, look, if I'm able to put away 1,000 every 2-3 weeks, I can get to 10K faster than ever. And it was kind of proven to me when I was able to get to 2K fast and assisting my pops. So it's all about executing your plans, bro. Without executing your plans, nothing really gonna work for you, man. And I want y'all to stay motivated the whole year. You know, uh, it's very important that you stay motivated the whole year because if you kind of like start to become unmotivated, things are gonna get difficult for you. 1 second here, let me help a guest. Hey, sir, how you doing? Did you need some help? All right. But it's all about being motivated the whole year, man. And I'm excited just to even put away $1,000 because I personally like to spend, bro. I like to spend my money. And all the times and hard work that I've worked in the past, because I'm a hard worker, man. If I work a job, I'm gonna do my best. It's no way for me not to do 100%. You know what I mean? But all the jobs I don't work, you gotta think about it too. Maybe you don't work 7 jobs, 8 jobs. Were you able to put away anything or take away anything from there? This is what I want everybody on my channel to start to think about as people, bro. Let's say you work a job and maybe you get like 700 every month or every 2 weeks. You gotta take something away from that 700 that's just for you, bro. For whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to buy Jordans. Maybe you want to start reselling clothes. You gotta start taking away from these places where you're having a job is like an investment, bro. And you are the investment. You get what I'm saying? So they pay you. So it's like a partnership. You link with a company, you're their investment, but they're paying you for being their investment. Whatever payments you're receiving for being that investment now has to go into your investment, bro. It's like a cycle of trickle. It's like a trickle down business effect. You know what I mean? And bro, I don't work so many jobs where I would just spending my checks, man. If I would have been having this mindset back then, I could have at least 50,000 just for spending money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us don't really think about it like that. Like you might make what 1,400 every 2 weeks. Your bills is like 900. The rest of the what 6, 5, 400. You blowing that chunk. You know what I mean? Why? In reality, you might only need 200 of the 500. You know what I'm saying? You can put the other 300 up. You do that 2, 3, 4 times. You at like 2K almost. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's something that I realize, man. Everybody that's out there working, I don't know how much your bills are or how much responsibilities you might have, but dude, start to stack some money. I'm in the Midwest right now. It's shit is crazy out here right now. It's a lot of protests with ICE. People are getting shot by ICE. So a lot of businesses gotta like kind of close up. Because of protests and all the violence. So you just never know what's really gonna happen. And if you're not in a place where you're kind of experiencing this stuff, man, you just don't know like what's to come. So I'm trying to put myself in a position, man, to where, bro, it don't matter if I don't have the fanciest clothes or the nicest car. As long as I got some money put up, I'm good. And that's what I want all you guys to realize. You know what I mean? Put some money up. You know what I'm saying? Do your best to put some money up. Do your best to go hard for you. everything right now is kind of like on edge. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff right now is on edge. People are on edge. You got the government officials, they on edge. Military guys. So I mean, everybody on edge right now, man, and it's because I feel like personally people on edge because there's not enough money out here. It's not enough people working. It's not enough people with homes and houses. Not enough people getting supplies, bro. Cause I'm in the Midwest. A lot of the ICE stuff is going on right now around me, bro. It's like protest, really heavy protests going on, bro. Like I'm talking about thousands of people outside protesting ICE. You know, ICE is shooting people where I'm at right now. You know, we got racist people sliding up. They get beat up by the citizens. It's real chaotic, you know? And most people who not experiencing this in their state, you know, everything's peachy for them, you know what I'm saying? And listen, bro, I know it's a psyops, but what I'm trying to tell you is I'm in the middle of that situation, bro. Pantone, you know, I'm in the middle of that situation. So even though it's a psyop, it's disrupting a lot of things, bro. Like for instance, let me give you an example. You know, Pantone P, they could have that psyops happen in your neighborhood, right? All of a sudden, that's gonna change the business hours of the stores around there. There's a lot of stores that have to close out early, bro. You know, I get off late, work late. You know, I can't even go to certain gas stations because they're locked up. You know, of course, I'm not here to lead you on and fall into the situation of the protest. Bro, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even believe in protesting, you know, and protesting is very low IQ, bro. The reason I say that is like as a person with knowledge and intelligence, I think like, bro, they've been protesting since before I was born. If this was so effective, we wouldn't have to do it so many times. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, right? There was a time when the George
Okay,
Floyd
yeah,
stuff
thanks,
happened in
Chuck. You on
Minnesota,
the
bro,
left?
and they
I got one
they
for
were
the walk as
protesting. It was
well.
doing a lot, and
Uh-huh.
it's like it didn't really change what's going on in Minnesota right now with the ICE situation. So I'm not trying to say protesting is not a nice thing, but protesting is it's like making a statement, bro. You know what I mean? Like I go in a building and I say, "Yo, this building sucks." That's like a form of protesting. Now, is that effective in changing the outcome of the situation? No, bro. It's just effective in me gaining attention and making my statement. You know what I mean? So all those that protest, man, yo, shout out to you for wanting to make a statement, but you got to go back home in a warm weather and literally articulate a plan that's more effective. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's really all I can say. But I'm not someone that believes I'm going out there to protest and it's really going to change the outcome. Of course, we're going to look good. We're going to make a statement, but it's not really my thing, bro. You know what I mean? If I'm going to make a statement, it's going to be a
Hold
blow up
thanks, copy.
explosion, bang, bow, Thanos. You know what I mean? Like that's what I call making a statement, and you know. But what can I say to people who feel like
Yeah, that's about
protesting is
32
changing the
seconds
world?
so
You know,
far.
it's
So
not
far,
much.
25
We're
seconds.
all different people in the
I'll see
world,
them
bro.
there.
So we all got our own perspective on what works and what doesn't work. You might like Maurice Grease. You know what I'm saying? I might like Shane's butter. You know what I mean? So people are all. It's a lot of people that believe in protesting, though, bro. You gotta
Copy that.
understand.
Hold 600.
That's why it's been done from the 1750s. This they've been protesting since Spartacus.
Hold on. It's radio is working because it's showing
Hey,
that.
y'all ever seen
I don't
Spartacus,
think
bro?
this radio is working.
Nah, tell me y'all seen Spartacus on Netflix, fool. They was protesting in Spartacus, the gladiators, boy. So they've been protesting for a minute, man. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not looking down on anyone who protests. But like I said, bro, everybody that protests, they need to have something more effective, bro. Because protesting is like I said, is just to gain attention and to make a statement. You know, I don't even need four people to go make a statement. I can go in any building and say whatever I want, cause attention, you know. But that just deals with life getting crazier, and
Here's one approaching
that's
lot.
not really just going on in the Midwest, bro. This protesting stuff is going on all around the city, all around the U.S. in places that
Right?
probably
Copy
ain't
that.
even getting put on the news. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to think too much on that situation. Hey team, we got another party entering a lot.
Copy that.
I try
Be
not to
right there.
think too much on that situation, man, because I gotta focus on my plans. Back to what I was saying, focusing on my plans. I can't be distracted by protesters. To each his own. Like I'm not. I can't tell people don't protest, or I can't be mad that they do protest. I just gotta focus on what I gotta do. Most people they don't focus on their own lives, bro. We all got our own lives. What are you gonna do in your life that makes your life happy, beneficial, bro? Maybe this person protesting makes them happy. You know what I mean? Like for me, bro, I just need some peace, bro. Somewhere nice, chill, financially be able to help others, and I should be good. You feel me? I don't need much more. So I don't
Approaching
have the
here.
time to focus on somebody protesting. I gotta make that happen for me and my family, help them out. I gotta use all my brain power and brain cells to cook up a plan and put me in a position to make what I just said happen. That's what the whole 2026 is about. Like 2026 is about you guys. When I say you guys, you as an individual, bro, what are you gonna establish for yourself? Think about it. We in 2026. In 4 years, we gonna be in 2030. 2030 sound like the future. So imagine going into the future with nothing. Imagine going into the future with nothing established for your loved ones or your mom or your dad. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I feel like it's a hustler mentality that's needed to survive, bro. It don't matter where you at right now. Wherever you're at right now, stuff is not as sweet as it used to be. It's a little bit tough where you at right now. It's a little bit hard. And that's the case all around the world currently. So having a hustler's mentality is what's gonna help you survive. You know what I mean? And if you sitting there, you spending all day thinking about what someone else is doing or why they're doing this, bro, you not gonna make it, bro. You not gonna make it. You need all the time and all your focus to think about what you want and how you're gonna make it happen. What plans you gotta make, what steps you gotta take. How long is it gonna take you? This the stuff you need to be thinking about every second, every day. I wake up when I go to bed at night, fool. I visualize myself having 10K, and y'all looking like, yo, bro, 10K. That's not even that much money, because that's what most people would say. 10,000 is not a lot of money. But how many people got 10,000 put up right now? There's only a few. I ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but somebody that doesn't
Okay,
have 10K
50
put
has
up
a
will
line
look at
after
you and be like,
corner.
bro, you trying to
All
say
clear
10K?
going
That's not
left.
even too much.
Right foot
And
straight
this is
going on.
the society of life. A person without 10K would tell you 10K ain't that much money when they can't even put up 10K. You know what I mean? Why?
Yeah, we're
Because
all clear
they
here.
focusing on the fact that you want 10K. Imagine somebody telling me they
Clear
trying
going
to get
on. Take it
10K.
to the right.
Immediately I'm gonna think about how much I'm trying to make. Man, what?
Parking.
I might need 50K. You want 10. But that person is not even thinking about getting any type of money, bro. They're just focused on your thoughts only. And this is why people don't go as far as they want. Everybody's so focused on what the next person doing. If that's not your loved one or your next of kin, focus on yourself. 2026 is about you. What can you make happen? I love all y'all,
Okay,
man.
let's see how
Y'all know my
engine
plans
going
through the
down the line.
lives. I'm very transparent with y'all on what I plan to do in life and what I want to do. You
170 to
know,
the left. Copy.
I'm just hoping that God
Yeah.
can put me in a position for that to happen, keep me focused for that to happen, and not allow me to make
Right
mistakes
six.
on the way.
70 coming in.
You get what I'm saying? Because all through the whole 7 months, I went through a lot of sufferings, fool. And if you was here, you would have seen it in them lives because I talked about it. Nothing was just peachy. So now that I'm back on track, I gotta get it peachy, man. I gotta get it to villa vibes, man. Vacationer. I gotta become a vacationer, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? And I want all y'all to do the same, man. Uh, just stay focused. The first month is over. We go into the second month, then the third, then the fourth, then the fifth, and the sixth. By the seventh, maybe some of y'all could start to relax, but hold it to yourself to go hard for like 7 months straight, bro. Whatever you want to do, go hard for 7 months straight. Don't relax to the 7th month. The 7th month will be what? October, what? November, June, July, August, September, October, November. It'll be like July, bro. Around July, you can start kind of cruising through the year. But do not start cruising through the year right now. That is not the time, boy. I need everybody watching the lives to go hard for 7 months straight. If you gotta pick up extra hours, pick it up. If you gotta sell them J's, buy 2 more J's, sell them again, do that. If you gotta go get 4 jerseys, flip 4 jerseys to get 8 jerseys, then turn 8 jerseys to 900 jerseys, do that. Cause right now it's all about go getting it, go getting it, go getting it. A lot of y'all, like I said, y'all had big plans for the New Year's Eve resolution and all that shit. Don't let all that be gone after the first month. Because for a lot of people, after the first month in the new year is gone. You know what I'm saying? Keep it up to the 7th month. The goal for everybody, go hard for 7 months, man. Go hard for 7 months, because that's my plan. I'm trying to go out for 3 years for real. But visualizing 3 years in my mind is possible. But first I got to execute 7 months. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you execute your plans. You don't just do it all in one day or whatever. Like, if that's the case, bro, I had 10K right now. I would have flipped that to 20 bands, then 20 or 40. I'll do all that today. I'll do it today. Really, we got to get 100 bands today. You know what I mean? But, hey, I'm not in that position yet. I would love to. But that's what you got to realize. What position are you in? Not what position is YsEats in. Know what position you're in. How do you get to the position you want? Because the position you want might not be the position I want. The position you want might not be the position your best friends want. 2026 is all about you, fool. And who you are able to help with you once you get in those positions. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about your best friend and the girl you used to date and your cousin and this and that. Ain't about none of that. It's all about you, man. I love y'all, man. Hey, shout out to everybody that tuned in for the live. It's been a special motivating live. If you missed the start of the live, go back and rewatch it, man. If you miss me being on the videos, look, check out the videos that I have on the channel, y'all. But I'm definitely gonna be uploading more videos, more content once I get this car and I can slide around the city and we can eat these meals, man. I'm out of here, though. I love y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that subbed up, man. Have a great day and go hard for 7 months.